off to work I go. The wonderful village of Freeport. Yep. So, 32 years ago, I had my first job in Freeport, driving a tow truck, working at a muffler shop. And, you know, the town has always had, like, shops everywhere, you know. I mean, it's the best utilitarian town there is, period. It's just outstanding for business. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, so what happened was I was working, and I never forget, I was driving this one tow truck, and I had to pick up a truck and scrap it. And I'm telling my boss, it's too heavy. He didn't want to hear me. The front wheels were popping off the ground. I took the truck, I went down the block, I hit the brakes, the wheels locked up, but they were like off the ground. Boom. I clipped the car right in the back. I told him, I said, I told you, it's too heavy. Then I was working at the muffler shop. And then I worked at miscellaneous shops, dealers. You know, and I always watched the way my bosses did business. And I always said, if these guys were just honest, if they were just honest. And then the best was, I'd find work on the cars, they'd be afraid of doing it, you know? And I'd say, if they would just be honest and do all the work, they would, you know, or if they knew how to talk to customers. And all my bosses, they're nice guys, but I watched them burn themselves out. And I've watched them give their personal numbers to the customers and run over their houses and, you know, screw them over. You know, I've watched it all. And I said, you know, I'm never going to get in this business, is what I said. Never, right? So like a pack rat, or like whatever, every time I made some money fixing cars, I bought more equipment. And what happened was, one day I found a little one-bay shop in Freeport. A little one-bay. And I put a lift in it, started working. The guy moved on the other side of the building where there was the big 3-bay, 4-bay shop that, you know, I couldn't even imagine getting. And, you know, he kind of came back and said, you might as well move, because we're buying this building, we're going to throw you out. So I went and bought another lift and stuck it in there, shoehorned it in. He was a little pissed off. So I started doing more business out of the back than he was. And I would drive around Freeport, had to be Freeport. Best utilitarian town there is, period. It's got everything, except a racetrack, and we need one there. But what I did was, I found this huge building that these guys have overrun and just taken over. And I find the landlord, this old Jewish guy, Milt, best guy in the world. So I start telling him how I want his building. If he gives me 3 months free rent, I'll fix it up. And he didn't say anything. And all of a sudden he says, I like the way you talk. I said, wow, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Usually people are telling me to shut up. We hit it off. He had like 6 guys doing whatever they wanted to do out of there without paying them. So I went in there nicely, and I asked them to leave a few times. F you, white boy, get out of here. You suck, you're no good, you're a bad person. So I finally got together with a group of friends and went over there. And P.S., they just left. They just, like, right then and there, they just walked out of the building. We moved all their crap to the street, and I took the building over. That's the building I'm in right now. So I took it over, I cleaned it up, and I was renting half of it from them. So I had started, you know, realizing how much space, and I said, you know, wherever there's space, a lift goes. So what I did was, I got on line and I started buying lifts one at a time. And every weekend, in between working, I'd go out of state, take a lift down, put it in my truck, all by myself, and then I'd bring it and install it. Well, now I have 13 uprights and 2 portables, 15 lifts. But I ultimately didn't have all that. And I didn't even have an employee at the time. So what I did was, the shop that I left, with the guy telling me I should move, he was a real a-hole, and he had a real good mechanic, and I told him, you know, why don't you come work for me? He said he would. I gave him more money, everything else. So finally, after trying to get him to leave there, he just didn't have the balls to tell the boss he was quitting. So I went in there and I packed his shit and said, yo, this guy's leaving. He's done here. He's working for me now. And the guy just sat there. He couldn't say shit. He knew better. We took the guy, gave him a better position, better job. He started moving and grooving. And over the years, I built a hell of a business because I'm honest, straightforward, to the point, and I do shit right. Now, what I did learn was there is one of me. There is many people, many customers, right? And once you start working around your customers, all right, enough of Maryland, man. It's too much to stomach this early in the morning. When you're one person and you have a bunch of customers, if you start working around the customers and chasing them and running after them and catering to their whims, you run yourself ragged. You get pissed off. You lose your hair. You lose your health. You lose your business. So I said, I'm gonna make a set of rules, how I do business, how it works. All cars have to get dropped off, fill out a form, write it up. We have a system in place, and it works for the better of the business. It works really well for the better of the business. Now, new people have to get trained. Everybody wants everything now in this society. You want it now? I don't know a price. Oh, I saw in Rock Auto that $1,000 part's only $25. All of that bull crap. And I'm so glad I'm past it. I'm so glad I am past that point in my life. However, over the years, I bought and sold a building, and I was supposed to buy the building I'm in, but it is what it is. Other things changed. And what happened was I tried joining the local Facebook pages. And I don't know. I joined them. I got approved. Never posted anything. I recently went back to rejoin them because they ousted me, I guess. And they won't let me post for some reason. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. So you know what? I decided to make my own Facebook page. It's called Freeport Business. Freeport Business. So if you'd like to know about Freeport or business here or anything going on, we're going to try and get it all out there on the Facebook page called Freeport Business. And this town, business-wise, I'm telling you, it's the bomb. It has it all. Everything you could want. Boating community, fishing community, 7-Elevens. I think it has like 5 of them. I think it has like 3 or 4 Dunkin' Donuts, 2 or 3 CVS's. And now they just started moving some fast food joints into here. I know the McDonald's has been here, a Burger King sprung up, trying to get an Arby's in here. It's on the move. So, make a long story short, here's my block. Let's take a ride down the block. Alright, I can't tell you all of what's going on. I need another month before I really bust the bubble. But what happened was, this Section 8 building, or this HUD housing, decided to go over here. Look at this idiot. Thanks, Dave. Anyway, so here's where the property starts. That little for sale thing, that's my little piece of property that I had acquired. And then here's this big new building. How beautiful is that, huh? Look at that building. Right on top of my building. look at them go. Every day, they're destroying my place. Look, this is what I come into. Shopping cart, whatever. So what they're doing is they're building all around me. And it seems as though I'm not too welcome anymore all of a sudden. So, anyway, that's what's taking place. Those apartments are already spoken for. Then the one across the street, I don't know, something's going to happen. They might refurb that, and they might make regular apartments out of it. I don't know, but this is what's going on. They're really making this place super nice down here. Holy crap, look how beautiful it is. I just don't know if there's room for me here anymore. But anyway, Freeport Business. It's my Facebook page. It's all about Freeport. If you have any interest, please join. Have a good day.